So what's up everyone, and welcome back to Be Here Now. My name's Ollie and this is the beautiful Chew Valley in Saddleworth, on the very edge of the Peak District National Park in the north of England. And down there is Dovestone Reservoir and Saddleworth and Oldham, and then Manchester. Just a quick thing about me: if you watch my other videos, or even if you just scroll through the titles of them, you realise I'm a bit all over the place with this channel. Sometimes I look at history along like a bike route or a hike and look at all the history along the way. Sometimes I'll go to a particular place and look at that history, everything that happened there. Or sometimes I'll look at an event that happened and look at everything around that event. And I always try and stick to the north of England because I love the history of the north of England and I want us to celebrate it a lot more and I want it to be known a lot more. But occasionally I get to do these cool little explorations, which is what brings me here today to this bad boy. Right, so my route up to the top of the moor today is this way. I'm going to be taking this. This is, them rocks up there are Wimbury rocks. But if you're from around here, if you're from Saddleworth, you'll know it properly as Indian's Head. And the reason for that is because somebody somewhere once decided that those rocks look like a profile of a Native American man's head, complete with nose and feathery headdress over on that side. Now of course, Indian's Head is not really that acceptable anymore. It's not really the proper thing to say these days, but I'll let that slide. It is really a Native American's head, but we'll let that slide for now. Anyway, that's the way I'm going. It's very steep, it's steeper than it looks. And then I'm walking all along the ridge of this, which is the Chew Valley, where my little secret tunnel, not so secret, is going to be waiting for me. This, by the way, is something known as sugarloaf or sugar lump, some people call it, because it's just a massive cube of rock that has obviously come down the hill many thousands of years ago. So welcome everybody to the beautiful Dovestones. This is the very edge of the Peak District National Park, almost at the very northern tip of the national park. And that down there is Dovestone Reservoir. And the reason this is called Dovestones, just out of interest here, is there's a rock over on the other side of the valley over there that kind of looks like a dove from a certain angle. People love naming rocks around here, which is a good thing, which is great, I'm not mocking it. Over there is Greenfield and Saddleworth. Beyond that, Oldham and Manchester. This isn't Indian's Head anymore, by the way. I had to leave there. There's some people over there and I felt too self-conscious talking to myself, so Indian's Head's just over there. But this, if I could turn around without falling over and breaking my neck, is the Chew Valley. So what I'm on the top now. I'm on the moors. I really don't want to move my feet, and I'm going to be walking along the ridge here to the entrance to this tunnel, which is easy to find. However, the other end of the tunnel is not so easy to find, so it kind of forces you, because it's out in the middle of the moors, it kind of forces you to go through the entire length just to get to the other end, unless I want to spend all day tramping about the moors, which I don't. So let's get on with it. Let's walk up the valley and let's see what this tunnel's all about. So I'm from Saddleworth, and when I was a kid we used to come up here all the time, and if you look, this is the Chew Valley behind me, and there's a nice like utility road. It's not a proper road, a utility road going all the way up to Chew Reservoir at the top up there. And occasionally my mum and dad would drag me and my sister up this long hill against our will most of the time, and when you're a kid it's a hell of a long walk, but obviously it's beautiful and it made me the person I am today, so I'm very grateful that they did that. But I always remember walking up this road down there and looking up across the valley. So today, in the spirit of adventure, but also with a little bit of a nod to that little boy that I used to be back in the day. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to go all the way through if I can. I'm not actually sure what's in there, and I'm going to just check it out. It's just going to be complete unknown to me. So yeah, I'm a bit excited, but I'm also a bit apprehensive, let's say. It's over 500, it's about 520 meters long under the moors, so it's not exactly the safest thing to do. So first of all, there's a few little issues I should probably let you know about. One, I don't have any wellies with me, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be a bit waterlogged in there. Two, I don't have a hard hat and with a torch on it. I don't have all the equipment. I don't even have a proper camera. This is a GoPro, by the way. I film everything on a GoPro and it doesn't have a light attached to it. So all I've got is this dinky little mag light torch. I've just checked my phone, the GPS doesn't even work. It doesn't even know where I am on the GPS, so when I'm under there I've got no chance. Anyway, who knows, if I make it out, then fine. If I don't make out, then hopefully this video will be some sort of historical record that the police can use. Full disclosure, I did have a quick wander out onto the moor to see if I could find the other entrance, the other end of this tunnel, just to make sure that I could get in and out through it, but I couldn't find it. I spent about 15 minutes. I just couldn't find it. As I said, my GPS isn't working. So, and I've got a compass on my phone as well, a compass app, and I was just all over the place. It couldn't decide which way I was facing when I was stood still. So the mole end up there. It's just crazy. Yeah, so I didn't find the other end. So my concern at the moment is, apart from being underprepared equipment-wise, is getting out the other end. If I can't get out the other end, because I believe there's a gate on the other side, then I'm gonna have to come back on myself, and I'm not looking forward to that. This is me, 6'1", and that is the entrance to the tunnel. So it's not even shoulder height to me. So not only that, but there's a massive pipe in there that runs the entire length. So I haven't even got that much room. I'm gonna have to squeeze alongside the pipe. And it looks like I'm going to be crouching most of the way. Anyway, let's get in there. So that's the pipe. It goes underground there. Oh, there's a nice valve there, and you can just see the other end right down there, tiny white dot. Nice. That's like a valve, like a nice semi-interesting piece. I wonder if there's anything else down. Oh, look at that. That's interesting. Crisp packets. Right, let's go. It's very tight in here, by the way. It's very long and boring. You can see it's just dressed in concrete, and it's just I can hear water in this pipe, but this might be a very featureless tunnel, to be honest with you. Look at these moths, amazing. There's one there, there's one there. There's loads, look, there's loads down there. Massive black moths. Sorry fellas, ladies, if I knock you off the wall. So I'm not very far in actually at the moment. I can hear some dripping water further down there. I think I just walked through a cobweb as well. So I'm just going to push on with this, because it looks like, apart from the crouching and the walking and the navigating the moths, there's not much to look at. So I'm just going to crack on with this and get on, and hopefully it won't be flooded in the middle. In 1907, work began on the construction of a reservoir at the top of Chew Brook on the edge of Saddleworth. The Greenfield Valley River had already been dammed with 2 reservoirs, Yeoman Hay and the Greenfield Reservoir. Now, to compensate for the water now not running down these 2 valleys, providing non-drinking water for nearby mills, a 3rd dam was needed. And so the first step was to dig a 44-metre deep trench straight down at the top of the valley. This was filled with concrete and clay to stop leakages from below. Then, on top of that layer, they added aggregate from locally mined stone. The same stone was also used to dress the outer building work, including the portal to the strange tunnel where I am. You can see from these absolutely wonderful photos the scale of the task of building a reservoir. The amount of earth that is artificially placed into the valley to create the dam is highlighted here in green. Notice also the little train running along the rails at the top, shunting material from one side to the other. After a few problems with leakages, the reservoir was completed and full by 1914, making it the highest reservoir in the country at the time. Okay, so what's this got to do with our tunnel under the hill? Now you see, over the other side of this small patch of moorland is the Brushes Valley, where 2 more reservoirs were being built. Now, to move water from one valley to the next, a siphon was installed running almost a mile beneath the moors. So that's why the pipe you can see disappears at both ends beneath the surface, because it's delivering the water where it needs to go. Now, just a fun fact for you, siphons have been used for thousands of years and can deliver water uphill without the use of a pump, using only gravity and a vacuum of air. Now, unfortunately, there's not very much information out there on the construction of the Chew Valley Reservoir or the siphon which I'm travelling alongside, so all credit must go to the following website which provided the majority of this information. It's just complete slush. Thankfully it's not too deep. Ah, Jesus. My feet are drenched though, my feet are soaking. Absolutely soaking wet through. Oh, me. Oh, I keep having to stop because I'm bent over the whole time. You can see there's not much room. This is me stood up at my maximum. I'm bent over. My thighs are actually killing because they're constantly supporting all my weight. My backpack is scraping on the wall. Oh, Jesus. What the fuck am I doing? I took a day off work for this. Okay guys, so I'm just past halfway I think now. Getting there now. But look at this, what I've just seen here. I don't know whether to be terrified. Oh, what the fuck is that? Some candles. Some candles. And what the fuck? Wait. Oh my god. So candle. There's 3 candles. And God. What the f? This is weird. It's just like a vial. It's like a perfume bottle or something. Yeah, it's just a little perfume bottle. Is this like a shrine or something? Jesus Christ. Okay. Not sure what to do with that information. Okay. Is this like a shrine? Am I blood on the walls or something? Right, so I don't know what to do with those. I mean, what the f are candles and like a perfume bottle doing down here? This is weird. There's basically 3 candles. I don't know if it came out on the camera, and like a little perfume bottle, a glass or plastic perfume bottle. Well, it's glass. And I've had a good look around the pipe and stuff, thinking there might be some sort of sheep's skull or some shit like that. And there's not, it's just these 4 things. The candles look like, well, they have burnt down. But that's just weird. What the f are they doing down here? I'm in the middle of nowhere, under the moors. Right, some bit of leakage coming in there. Both sides actually, this might be on purpose. Let's have a look. Bit of a hole. Lots of rust on here. And then loads of like nice formations on the wall there. Oh, look at this. Nice stalactites. Right, I'm nearly at the end. As you can see, I'll just look at this, what I've just found down here. Something else. I haven't got a free hand to get it at the moment with the camera and the torch. I'm gonna say it's like a ring or a jewel or a necklace or something. What is that? Oh, it's a nice ring. A nice posh ring there. I don't know if that's plastic or not. It's very nice. I'll have a look at that later. I hope it's real. Ah, that's looking back towards the entrance I came in. It's took me forever just to turn around because it's so tight in here. Anyway, look at this. We're nearly at the end. After all that, I can't believe it. We're nearly there. And what a journey it's been. I got cocky then and turned my torch off, but I slipped, so it wasn't a good idea. Anyway, nearly at the end. Got another one of them valve things coming up. And then the exit, and hopefully I can get out. So you can see, I don't know if you can see, just where I've been down there. The exit. The entrance. But miracles, I've just got within like 20 metres of the exit and I can finally see properly that the gate is actually down and I can get out of here, which is a massive relief because I did not want to go back through there. Oh my god, my back, my knees are killing. This is no place for somebody over 6 foot. It's no place for somebody over 3 foot, let alone 6 foot. I can't wait to stand up. I'm a bit trapped between the wall and this pipe at the moment, so I'm just going to rest. So at last I'm able to stand up straight. My back is absolutely killing me. That's torture, man. So this is it. Hey, yeah, it's just nothing remarkable to look at, but to me this is the best thing I've seen in a long time. That was, look how small that is. Jesus, look at the state of that. The entire right hand side of my body is just covered in dust, and my feet are drenched, but I've never been happier to be on the surface. I mean, all credit to proper urbexers and people who do this for fun. I enjoyed that, but only so much. But all credit, if you're an underground dweller, then all credit to you, but I'm definitely a surface dweller. I've never been happy to be in the middle of nowhere as well. Just like complete middle of the moorland. And look at that view, look at that spectacular view over there. Down into what, Tintwistle and Stalybridge and Ashton, and I think Manchester's kind of that way. Oh man, I don't know. So that's it, guys. A really featureless, boring, straight tunnel with just a pipe in it. And a bit of mud and concreted walls, and nothing really in particular to talk about. But it's a tunnel under the moors, and for me, that's pushing it a bit. So I'm glad I've done that. I hope it made a bit of an interesting video for you. It's been a grand day out for me. I'm going to go home now and have a lie down and just lie on some grass for a bit and just you know. So what is the answer? What is in that tunnel? A load of crazy shit. A load of crazy shit, actually. What was that stuff? Why was the candles in there? And that ring. Why is the precious looking stuff in there? I don't know. People must come through here and just leave stuff. Maybe like geocaching. Maybe it's a geocaching place. I don't know. I ain't coming back to check again. So that's my bag. Look at the state of that. Look, I've ripped a little hole in it as well, just scratching it along the wall there. Nice. Anyway, this is what I found. This is the ring I found. It is plastic, and it's a bit bent, but it's very pretty. And I also found these as well, just right near the exit, just where I am. Like ornamental beads. They're actually glass, and they're very pretty as well. I don't think they're worth anything though. They look quite new, quite modern. Anyway, that's it. Secret treasures of the crazy Chew Valley siphon. So from me, at the end of today's adventure, in the middle of Saddleworth Moor, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. I've got to go find my way back to the car now, so see you later.